Some of our favorite washed up riders coming out of the woodwork to compete in World Supercross. But what does this really mean? Hey everybody, Walty Wanders, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support as your new favorite ex-industry insider, pulling no punches, blowing the lid off the industry, somebody who cut their chops in the industry with some of the most controversial teams and brands in the industry. I love reporting on the moto industry. I love reporting in a way that we're not getting from other channels out there tiptoeing and tap dancing, because the politics of the industry now is so insane. People afraid to ruffle anybody else's feathers. No forward thinkers, no critical thinkers, nobody pulling no punches that I've seen personally. I know there's a few getting close, and we all know the channels that we know and trust. There's a lot of other ones that are like watching paint dry. This is high flying, risk your life moto. It always has been and it always will be. I don't care how many rules you put in place, how safe you try to make the sport. This is a dangerous sport. It will always be a dangerous sport. It's claiming people all the time, yet only a handful of riders are getting rich. And that brings us into today's topic, World Supercross. We've got a new Supercross coming called World Supercross. Why? Because American Supercross is failing. Let me just tell you, when I was in the sport, one of the things when I used to always, when I was going after sponsors, teams, riders, whoever I was going after, I would let them know, hey, listen, Supercross is the second most televised motorsport, only behind NASCAR. And we all know how big NASCAR is, massive, for a good reason, because it's high flying, high octane. It's dangerous. You can put as many roll cages and fire protection. It's dangerous. There's no sugarcoating that, and how we should always develop continued safety for the sport. Absolutely. I mean, come on. The reality is there's just so much you can do. So World Supercross, here's the thing. We've seen AMA Motocross can't even pick up, a television network won't even touch it anymore. And these streaming platforms failing with it. It's failing big. And this is the writing on the wall. So any industry people that are listening, understand that. The sport is failing because too many hands got in the cookie jar. It's all too politicized at this point. We need a massive reset in the industry. So maybe we're going to get that with World Supercross. This is their first inaugural season that we're seeing. And so what are we doing? We're offering money to old, washed up riders and bringing them off the couch and putting them in there. They're going to get smoked. They're going to get absolutely smoked. But if they can put fans in the seats and somehow capitalize, because like I said, if I have a media package that I'm presenting and I can show, I got Chad Reed, Josh Hill, who else did I say? There's tons of old washed up champions. Josh Grant, Josh Hill, Chad Reed. I mean, there's a bunch of washed up old champions, or at least Supercross winners. And if I can say, hey, listen, we've got these guys, massive stars in the sport. Yeah, they were. Now they're going to get smoked. The average age of the entry in World Supercross, get this one, friends, 32 years old. Supercross is a young man's sport, my friends. We've seen that. We've seen that big time. Even the Dunge, the superhuman, Superman. The Dunge is a Superman. People are minimizing what he's done. That dude's come back out of the gate and ran up front. Off the pace from the lead guy? Sure, to be expected. Will he ever get to that pace? Probably not. But he came back out, and he is still his agent is still able to get Dunge a good contract. We'll see where he lands. If KTM, if they're smart, they'll sack up and match or beat any other offer they get from any other team to keep him with KTM. He's an ambassador for the brand. He's an ambassador for the sport. Insane, this stuff, right? Insane. We're just scratching the surface. But like I said, as somebody who's walked the pits, been to many races, and worked in the head office of XXX, and then launched MotoStar and attached to a lot of different people and teams and know the politics. I got blocked. I got blocked by Supercross. At Supercross, when I launched MotoStar, I wanted to do a 1,000 shirt giveaway at the event. The governing body blocked me and said I couldn't give back to the fans. Nope, sorry, Scott, can't do it. Can't give away anything. You know why? Because it might interfere with our merchandise sales out of those trailers you see at the events. Insane, right? I was like, what? I want to hook up the fans? I can't do it. So what did I do? I did it anyway. Did it anyway until security came and stopped me. That's how I roll. That's how we need to roll. But guess what? This is what's going on. In final thoughts, let me just tell you what's going on with World Supercross. They see the cracks and fractures that are currently going on with AMA Supercross right now. It's in trouble. It's in trouble because they are politicized it in too big of a way. I don't know if World Supercross can do it. I still love AMA Supercross because that's what I came up on. I still think American motocross is the pinnacle. You haven't arrived until you've lined up at A1. A1 will always be A1. I don't think you can replace A1. So they better figure things out and figure things out quick because this is a threat. World Supercross is a threat. Now, I don't think bringing people off the couch, a bunch of washed up old race winners, is going to do it for them. And it's going to be such an uneven playing field. These dudes are going to be running around at the back of the pack. But they'll do opening ceremonies and hype it up and spin it for a television package and try to sell it to whoever's willing to pay for that package to be broadcast. That's just the reality, friends. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it in the description below. If you appreciate the content, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Walty, we will see you on the next video.